Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, tonight's question is, Leslie, is she a villain or a victim on Beyond the Gates? Hearing the complete story has definitely changed my perspective on it. I don't know how much though, but now we're gonna sit there and talk about that and a lot more. Let's do roll call and get this started. Amy H is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Dollar Meg is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Queen of the South is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Tanya is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Hope everyone had a great day. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Crystal is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope everyone had a great day. Now, as you know, we are going to be sitting there talking about all five of the soap operas. You know what they are. I shouldn't even have to sit there and say it at this point. I'm doing good, Black Mon. Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Okay. I'm going to go get a... Oh, for yourself. Listen, I love seeing you in these chats. So I appreciate you being here. Jay Blue is in the chat. I was so deflated and bummed yesterday, and when you took a break, what a climactic moment after yesterday's GH. Yeah, now you know I have to sit there and take my breaks every now and then, because if you don't, you get burnt out, and this is too fun to get burnt out with. I'm glad to have you here tonight, though. We got to talk about today. We got to talk about yesterday. Nina was just getting on my goddamn nerves. Brooklyn was getting on my goddamn nerves. Yeah, no, it's good to have you hit up tonight, Jay Blue. I do have to go and get another cup because, yeah, I'm not drinking out of this cup. Oh, you watching? Yeah, because it's 8 o'clock. Yes, it's 8 o'clock. Now, as you know, I am one person. There is X amount of people in this chat. I am not going to be able to get to every comment, so just understand that, and we'll all have a good time. Yes. Amber's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Oh, you don't like the... Okay, so, see, I guess for me, like, because, Jay Blue, I'm assuming you're watching this on, I'm assuming you're watching this on Hulu, right? Because sometimes when I don't get a chance to watch it, I watch it on a messed up one. I knew Nina and Portia plan would backfire. It's the 21st century. There are cameras everywhere. There are probably proof showing, yes. Hulu, okay. What's good, Monique? How you doing tonight? Ron says, are you convinced that Marlene was supporting Belle, saying that she is going to accept what her daughter wants? In regards to EJ, I think it's just a ploy because Belle wasn't going to listen. No, I don't think it's a ploy, but let's go ahead, you do. What's good, Samuel? Beyond the Gates is and was that soap opera today. Glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just felt like she was just monologuing for like 20 goddamn minutes. I'm like, damn girl, can you get to the point? I don't know. I don't. I guess for me, I don't have the patience, but I did think it was. I did think it was an interesting episode today, though. Dominic says, "Do you think it would take a long time for Ebert to be free?" Yeah, yeah, that shit is not gonna happen overnight. Yeah, that's that. What's so loud? Yeah, that's definitely not gonna happen overnight. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be an it's gonna be an interesting journey to sit there and see, in a sense, her redemption arc. Then nothing, Ron. Then nothing. Samuel says the monologuings are what's missing in soaps. I love it. No, no, I mean, listen, Samuel. I'm glad that you did. Um, and I think that's cool that you liked it. I just don't. I don't share that, but like I said, I'm glad you liked it. I don't know. I like I said, I found myself just getting frustrated as hell. I was just like, she just. Uh, uh. Oh no, no, no! I'm just saying, like, no. I'm like I said, I'm glad that you liked it. But like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was. AKA the woman of wigs, yes. And Kevin says it looks like Liam and Hope back there are boring, not exciting as Hope and Thomas. That's why Five Mac from oh I understand any of what you just said. To be honest, I understand anything you just said, and I read that shit sober. Um, oh, you goddamn right. Yes, Jay Blue said Porsche will lose her license first to have the weather situation, getting medication, and forcing an employee to do her deeds and keep quiet. Yes, yes, and I am here for all of that. All of it. Yeah, I, I didn't care about it either, Ron. Tomax says, "How can I ask what were you expecting with Guza involvement with Beyond the Gates?" A little more action, you know, a little more suspense. I mean, I know it was gonna be like mob related stuff, and that's fine. But like, he was really good at action and suspense, you know. And I don't really see any of his writing, or at least the stuff that I liked about him. I don't really see that here. But yeah, that's what I was sitting there and saying. Sammy says we don't do that over here on CBS. Yeah, that's is clearly so. That's what he's known. I mean, for me personally, that's what he's known for. You know, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Oh damn. Sammy says he isn't the head writer. Tomax says, "Oh, I get you, but I think people forgot that Guza wrote a lot of projects beyond GH." No, no, no. You're right. You're right. I mean, I didn't know any of them. I only knew his stuff from GH. So Ron says, Abra, Tate needs to keep his damn hands to himself. He had no right assaulting Johnny. He needs to control his damn temper. Ooh. Okay, Ron. But no, but that's my thing now, Dolomex. Like I'm used to him on GH. So like, you know, I get what you're saying. He's done other projects that wasn't necessarily bang bang shoot 'em ups. You know. Maybe that was probably before I started watching the soaps. Monique says if you check the look on Holt's face, clearly she's not on the same page with Carter. Monique, I was so fucking done with like, the thing is, Monique, there's a saying when somebody shows you who they are, believe them, okay? And Hope then showed this man that when he can't do anything for her, she don't want no parts in it. And this idiot is not there begging to get her back. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed in myself. I think about you every day. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? But I really hope that the OMC crowd discuss Renegade because it's really giving that energy. No, Rod, I don't think that Amy should have slapped Sophia. I mean, I don't like Sophia's whining about, oh, I want to do this and I want to go to college. No, like no one cares what you want, boo. You had you did the devil's tango. You are old. You felt woman enough to do the devil's tango. So be woman enough to sit there and raise your damn child. I ain't trying to hear all that. And I can't believe. Um, I don't know. I had some issues with Beyond the Gates today. Like it wasn't terrible, but like my God, after like 20 minutes, I'm like, yo, will you get to the goddamn point of what you're trying to say? And then there's all the like she's just so over the goddamn top. Like I don't know. I find myself getting more annoyed than anything else. And then her dumbass have the nerve to show right up after Dupree's doorstep. Like, boo, is there a particular reason why security just let your dumbass like pass the gates or whatever? I don't know. I just, uh, I mean, she did look good in that dress, though. I'll sit there and say that much. That chick body is banging. Monique says that feeling Phyllis is going to find a way to sabotage Sally and Billy's partnership. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing, Monique. That's the thing. Phyllis is like a 50, 60-year old grown ass child, right? And she also like showed her ass. She showed her ass. She used Billy's friendship, and now that Sally's working and she's not, she wants to sit there and start threatening her. Like, actually, this is the reason why it's like I can't feel. This is the reason why I can't feel bad for Phyllis because Phyllis does some stupid shit, and then she just expects everyone else just to sit there and just deal with it. I'm like, I also want to know. I want to know what the hell did Mariah do? 20 goddamn minutes. Oh yes, yes, Queen. I remember using it there saying like it got preempted because of some news report, right? Something happened today, right? Yeah, I want to know what the hell. I don't know why I got preempted on your part, Queen. I think somebody said that yesterday too. That they got preempted or whatever. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious about what Mariah did. I was watching Joshua Cook. And he would be listening to saying that Mariah or Mariah and Tess are done, like they're over. And I didn't want to finish. I didn't want to finish watching the video because I didn't want him to spoil it for me. But I'm like, what do you mean? Where's this man's video at? There we go. Yeah, Ron. No, Tate definitely like pissed me off. Sammy says Leslie is a more realistic villain for 2025 than others that have been on our screen for 20 years. Let's see who else is cooking tonight? Yeah, exactly. Yep. But the thing is, here's the thing. Here's the thing that really annoys me though. Willow is upset with Drew for cheating. I'm like, how is a cheater going to be upset that somebody else cheated on them? I'm like like that's just to me that's just so out of pocket. Like you sat there and cheated on a man who literally gave you the damn moon and stars, and you're upset that Drew cheated on you when you cheated on. Like, is this chick even still married? I, uh, I'm like, bro, you doing too much. See, the thing is though, even when Drew, well, Run until we see them, they're just actual rumors. I mean, I never really care for Aaron, so if he comes back, okay. I don't really have much use for him, but I also don't have much use for the teams in general. I don't give a shit about Tate, Sophia, you know, Holly. But Holly is cool when she's with Doug. I don't really give a shit about the teams. Again, Tate coming in there assaulting people because he doesn't want to man up and take responsibility for his own child. He'd rather just sit there and just pass it off to somebody else because he's too busy. He has college plans. Like, F your plans, bro. F your plans. Should have thought about that before you decide to do the devil's thing. Ain't nobody, I ain't got no sympathy for that man. Me and that boy. No, 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 no. No, not effing much. I'm glad she hurt. Sarah says, I laugh at Willow for being dumb. I'm glad she hurt her dumbass. Bill Meg says, days haven't been a good team scene since Belle, Sean, Chloe, and Philip were teens, but I may be biased because I was a team with them. Um, but see, the thing is, though, it's like even on GH, when I was watching GH and they had the Teens theme, I know like the teen stuff on General Hospital when they had Lucas and Maxie and Dylan. Like I didn't give two flying f's about that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't really like the teen stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly, Jay Blue. If I never have to sit there and see Amy Driscoll ever again, I'll be happy. I will be happy as hell. Filmex says I enjoy Emily, Gia, Liz, Lucky, and Nick. Yeah, I didn't know what they were like when they were teens. I only saw them in the later years when yeah, I only saw them in yeah, I was like, who the hell is Nikki? Last day was good. You ready to cook tonight? You know, every time I see a scene with Finn, um, explaining to Steffi that Lima's gonna die, I feel like I'm watching the exact same scene over and over and over and over again, right? She's just like, is there nothing you can do? Yo, she's been sitting there saying that shit for like 4 days. Okay? She's been saying that shit for like 4 effing days. I don't know. I'm very curious how they're gonna handle the actress, Jacqueline, whatever her name is, and the chick that plays Nicole on Beyond the Gates. Because both of them are pregnant in real life. Going back to just to remember the story where Emily went to a rave and woke up the next day to a dead body. It was oh wow. They only brought them in during the summers or to go to college. Children and soaps are hard to watch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's interesting. Bill. Okay, so Bill has a hand in this whole thing, and like he put the fear of God in Leslie, and was like, if you don't leave town, oh yeah, old Rocco on the floor after one drink. I was like, Danny was like, yo, you don't have to drink it, just hold it. Like, just hold it. You don't have to drink it, just hold it. You just made that clear. Like Laje said, B&B was good today. Even Hope was tolerable for the first time. She sounded like an adult. I mean, says she feels bad about what she did and taking accountability. Now, I still don't like Hope. Just to make sure that it's clear, it's just today. She seemed fine. Yeah, just today. Just today. Monday and Tuesday, she's gonna be back to her whole Hope self, I guess. Um, I don't know. I mean, listen, either they're gonna kill Liam off, which would be great. I mean, I don't like characters dying, no, regardless if I like them or not. But it's just more if they're gonna go through with it. If they're gonna go through with it and they're actually gonna sit there and kill Liam off, okay, fine. If they do that BS, yeah, I'm not reading that wrong. Um, like I know this sounds harsh, but I'm gonna say this anyway. Um, yeah, I am glad that she did sit there and say, listen, you had a conscience, okay? And I realize now that what we did was messed up. I was like, oh, finally. Because before you were acting like Basuda. Like, I just, I mean, I still think it's out of pocket for Reg to sit there and give Carter back his job. You want to give Carter back his job, but you want to sit there and keep Hope fired because she didn't apologize. Just someone decide to write like a 30-year-old plus woman, not a 16-year-old girl. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna last. My whole thing is like I still couldn't believe that Dante was like, well, can you just like, not write the article because Brooklyn is very sensitive and she's irrational right now. I'm like, fuck her feelings. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn about Brooklyn's irrational feelings. Nobody should have to sit there and tiptoe around her feelings and use her goddamn lapdog known as Chase Harrison. Okay, because that's all that he is at this point. Okay, because in my mind, I'm sitting there looking at this whole Brooklyn thing when she's upset and Chase stomps his feet. I'm like, bro, you chose to go out with a Jada Pickett. Jada Pickett's the world will sit there and get men in trouble, in jail, or 6 feet under. Okay, so then y'all want to sit there and go, women, don't pick a Jada Pickett. She will get your ass in jail. Lastly, say, hey, this is the most positive you ever hear me talk about Hulk. I'm trying to be nice to the character for once. Hey, listen, Leslie, you don't have to explain that to me. As long as you don't go over the top with, whatever you're saying, that's fine. You can speak freely. Alyssa J, oh my God, how are you doing tonight? I was going to sit there and check out your show tomorrow just to check on you. Damn, I was just thinking about you too. I was like, yo, listen, I was like, if I don't see you on Saturday, I will be sneaking there DMing you. Rosemary says Steffi is going to tell Hope that Liam is dying on Monday's episode. See, seeing Alyssa makes me happy. We've been having some doubles here lately, Alyssa. I think like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we had somebody else named Alyssa. But hers was Alyssa Jefferson, and you had another Kyrese in this chat, Kyrese Wilson. They also had another me too, Albert Larson. So it's another me. It's another what you call it. Let's say I've been okay. I haven't been feeling well, and I know why. Female thing. Oh no, I know. Yeah, it was like we were just having some clones up in here. Listen, I mean, the other listener was cool, but you're my homie, so yeah. Jay Blue. So Kyrese Wilson and Albert Larson. Halfway through, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not calling you Albert." Like, I'm sorry, but I will call you Mr. Larson at this point. Oh no, 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 no. We know. It's just good to see you. That's all. I've missed you, and the chat has missed you as well. What's good, Francis? Hope all is well with you. But yeah, a couple of interesting days. Oh shit, we got 30. Yeah, we gotta hit that like button. Yes, thank you, Francis. Why would they call me that, Ron? That's not my name. Yeah, but you was just in there talking about that too, listen. Rosemary said yes, it was another Albert, another Kyrie's in the chat, and yes, Albert, you are right about that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not. I was like, I'm not calling you Albert. Um, Lassie says no. When Hope finds out Liam is dying, I bet you she's gonna try to get back with him if she's not already going to from this episode. So I don't think she ever cared about Carter. I guess we will sit there and say Bill and Ted, Turtleneck Ted, Turtleneck Ted. You know what I'm like? You know when I'm kind of tipsy. I do a great impression of Ted Richardson, but I'm not tipsy enough yet. So I'm not tipsy at all, actually. But yeah, Beyond the Gates was something. Jay Blue says I did like the conversation with Laura had with Lulu. I'm not sure if any. Oh, of course not. Why would it resonate? Because at the end of the day, Lulu's gonna be Lulu. You know, I'm like, your mom is sitting there saying that you're playing God with other people's lives, and she gets all offended. I'm not. I'm not playing God. I'm not. What do you call it then? Ron says they should call you that because it's your close family ties, not Bostic. That's a fake name. Oh, it's a fake name. Oh, Ron, you let the cat out the bag. Let the cat out the bag. Francis says, "Do you think they're going to put Tess with Dave?" Yeah, I do. I do, Francis, because I think that she might have cheated. I think she might have cheated. I don't know yet, but Alyssa says Bill Hamilton reminds me of Victor Newman, where he's powerful and does shady stuff like knowing about Martin Seekers, Ted's unfaithfulness past, and what else he knows. Yeah, he didn't get to that position by sitting there being nice to people. Um, I mean, I just look at Willow being cheated on, like, and then being upset about it. I'm like, how you gonna be upset? And you literally was going out with the man who, how you gonna be upset about cheating when you cheat on a man who literally sat there and gave you the fucking moon and stars? Sammy, that's from, is that character from Another World or Guiding Light? It's from Another World, right, Samuel? From what I understand, I think he's from Another World, right? I've heard that name before. Princess says, I think they will trace the canon back to Portia. Oh, Guiding Light. Okay. You know, the thing is, Francis, I'm surprised that the ketamine actually came up in the system. I thought that, I thought, thank you, Francis. Thank you, Samuel. I thought that Brad was going to sit there and find a way to, like, change and fudge the tests or whatever. Oh, and Alyssa, this comment's for you. He seems like he's getting a little too much joy out of that. Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, I think the chick's name is Jacinta. That's one of my subscribers' names. I haven't seen her in the chat in a while, but I remember that name because I remember how hard it was to sit there and get it right. Days was decent. Days was decent, Francis. Yeah, Days was decent. I am looking forward to next week though. Exactly, last day. Instead of getting upset because other people aren't taking care of his child, like Jiggler says, Brad should sit still and let things play out. He can then tell everyone what his boss made him do. Yeah, of course, Francis. I think I watched them when I got back. I watched some stuff early in the mornings. Finally, Francis, it's a lot of work sitting there watching those 5 soap operas every day. Francis, I want to know what is so special about Tay because he's a. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Tay. Queen Jess was good. Was good, Jonathan. I'm Hey, boo boo. I've been waiting to say that shit all week. I mean, I'm on episode 9, by the way. But I've been waiting to sit there and say that shit all for like 5 days. Um, what's good, Jonathan? Oh, Jess. Also, Nikisha wants to sit there and do the collab with us. I said it was okay, but I want to sit there and make sure that you're cool with Nikisha joining us. I'm seeing it tomorrow morning, Jonathan. Yes, I thought you did. I thought you did finish it. I saw it on your Twitter that you finished it. Francis said, "I don't know where you find the time. We agree." Thank you, Francis. It's fun. Um, so it makes it easy. It doesn't feel like it's a lot of work. I'm pretty much just having fun watching soap operas. Yeah, I think I will too, Jonathan. I'm gonna see that shit early, like matinee, like early in the morning. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, Jonathan. Oh, Jess, I thought that you watched it from your tweet. What episode are you on, if you don't mind me asking? Oh shit! What's good, Nathaniel? I was just sitting there thinking about you today. Yeah, I'm on episode 9. Let's everyone say what's up to Nathaniel Gray. And Nathaniel says hi, Jess. Yeah, Francis. No, I'm watching that shit tomorrow morning. No, seriously, I was. It is good to see you again. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna finish when I get back. When I get back from to movies. But again, Jess, would you be down? Me, you, and the Keisha talking about the last episode. I mean, just well, the collab video. Yes, and I will ask him about that when he gets back. Okay, good. I figured you would, but I just want to ask you, because she actually finished it. But I've been loving it so far. I'll sit there and say how much. I've been loving it. I think it actually might be the fastest show I think I've finished. Um, I think that one Friday came to the chat mad late. It was like, yeah, I've been watching. I was like, ah, shit, I gotta sit there and catch up. Okay, all right. We definitely want to talk about that. It's actually one of those shows I'm not even upset that is ending. You know, I mean, the fact they made it to season 5 on Netflix, shit. People says I wonder where Josh would see when Josh would see Rocco and Danny. I wonder how she gonna get that. I wonder how she gonna get that drive back into what you call it. This is how you think it and based on what you. Him being dead, I think he's gonna die. I seriously, I think he's gonna die. And by the way, Bronte is a really stupid name. I just want to sit there and say that. I just want to sit there and say that Bronte Dante is a dumbass name, and definitely a downgrade from pretty much almost every other woman he's been with. Alyssa says, I think they're breaking up Johnny and Chanel. Just says stupid name and stupid girl. Listen, Jess, Love will always be my favorite one. Out of all the girls that he's been with, Love will always be my favorite. Master says, but do you think Rocco got alcohol poisoning? He didn't drink enough to get. I think he got spiked. Like, I think one of the kids was sent there saying like, oh, it's like spike or whatever. Um, they must have put something in a drink that hits you a lot harder. I don't think it's alcohol poisoning. You have to drink a lot of alcohol to get alcohol poisoning. So I think he got spiked. Love Quinn will always be my favorite. And she was down. She was literally that chick saying none of the girls compared to Love. Because Love was ready to die. Uh, we, we all talk about it because there's so much things I want to sit there and talk about. But Jonathan is watching season 4, so I don't want to kind of spoil it for him too much. But since I like spoiled the shit out of Cobra Kai for him. But I'm very happy with it so far. But I do think his ass gun got Oh, okay, all right, then yeah, never mind. We can talk about it. All right, then we gonna talk about it. Damn, you like, damn, you're on the last episode. No, we gonna talk about it though. Sorry, Jonathan. Oh shit, I gotta sit there and hit the like button. Thank you. So where are we at? Oh, okay, so we're at 19. 19 and 33 people. That's not bad. It's not bad. Not at all. Jess, what you gonna watch after? What are you gonna watch after yeah. I have an idea. Well the thing is though, like they said it was a recreational drug, so like I don't know, the way Carly kinda spent it, it made it seem like the plan could still work. Now what you gonna watch after this though? I haven't I know what I'm gonna watch, but I wanna hear what you're gonna watch after it. Jay Blue says, okay, Brooklyn's wrong to ask Maxie to choose, just don't tell your business, be an adult. Yeah, I'm like, yo, who are you? I mean, how do you want to sit there and give somebody else an ultimatum? But you're gonna have to sit there and pick sides. Okay, I pick her side then, because real friends don't sit there and give friends ultimatums. But you're gonna have to pick a side. I don't know. Brooklyn has just been. Uh, that's very true, Alyssa. Very true. Yes, the question was immature as hell coming from Brooklyn. But that's the thing, though. It's coming from Brooklyn now, right? You guys have to remember, it's coming from Brooklyn. So Johnson says Xander is probably going to keep Philip at hard time. He giving Philip a hard time at work. Yeah, I mean, because he can't kick him out. Remember, he can't like kick him out um without messing up the acquisition. I mean, when you think about it, Francis, the fact that Brooklyn and Lulu are friends at all, like you should be cherishing that friendship. Because Lulu and Maxie will ride or die way before Brooklyn got in that picture. That's cool though, Jess. I'll let Nikisha know. Oh, Jonathan, maybe he can make Philip work in the garden. 'Cause you remember Xander was the gardener. Maybe he could sit there and make Philip the gardener. Why not? Well, Nick says so. Basically, Sam was a little replacement. That's what I got from Dante and Lulu's conversation. Seriously, Francis, just making a new garden boy. Ryan says, "Do you support Kat and EJ's being a relationship?" I'll see where it goes. It'd be interesting. I like EJ, so you know, I'm down to sit there and see any scene that EJ's in. I'll say that much. Oh shit, Alyssa, do you think Johnny really shot? No, it's something that you said before, Alyssa. You told me that word. A red herring. What would you call it? A red something? Like a fake out or something? You called it a red something? I think that's what that is. Oh, by the way, Alyssa, you are still doing a podcast tomorrow, right? Just says, if Lulu is so bothered about a secret, why doesn't she just say it instead of writing it in an article about it? Yeah, I get that, but like, why is chasing that they're getting all pissy and stuff like that, telling Lulu what she can and can't write? Like that, I'm not gonna lie, that shit pissed me off. I'm like, yo, girl, you want some Jada Pickett shit right there. You getting your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, sit there and put on his, stomping and like, bro, like, I can't. I'm like, yo, this shit is giving me flashbacks to the Oscars, when it was actually interesting. Just because she only chose that topic despite Brooklyn. I mean, maybe yes, maybe no, but at the end of the day, uh, I don't. I'm just like, Brooklyn, who do you think you are to sit there and tell somebody else what they can and can't do at their job? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit just pissed me off. I don't know. I can see where you're coming from, but like, I'm like, girl, nobody cares about your damn sensitive, irrational feelings. Johnson says, well, Kat will need someone when Chad leaves, and I don't think EJ and Bell's relationship will go any further, given that she's the DA, so why not? Yep, I'm cool with it. Joe says she could do whatever she wants, but she definitely picked adoption because of Brooklyn. My thing is, why are these two so obsessed with each other? Jay Blue says because Lula is being slick writing that article knowing while it will upset Brooklyn. He's defending his wife, even Laura called her out on it. Rosemary says no, Johnny didn't shoot EJ. It was Laura. Oh yeah, so you're the third one. Okay, I forgot Rosemary. Jonathan, Jonathan. Who's the other person? And Ron. Think that. Uh, Jess says someone needs to put Lulu back into her coma. Annoying as. I think he might have missed Mac. That's right. You would be surprised, and maybe you all will. See, that's what I'm saying. Listen, there's three people in this chat that feel like that. There's three people in this chat that feels like that. There we go. Okay, good. I was just, unless I was just asking was you doing a podcast, but I already see it. So, since we're on that, Sunday, and I've been sitting there saying this shit all week, but I'll sit there and say this again because why not? Sunday, me and GHMV are, yeah, GH After Show, we'll be doing a live stream this coming Sunday. It's just going to be GH, so it's not going to really be any other soaps really talked about. I may bring up Beyond the Gates because he didn't watch that, but it's primarily going to be GH though. Okay, no, I just want to make sure, listen. Because I'm always not there tuning in, so. Um, Me and a channel named GH After Show. So we're going to be sitting there talking about General Hospital. Yeah, they call him GH After Show. I'm not sure what time on Sunday, because I have to sit there and see my schedule. But it will be Sunday. I don't think it's going to be too long, so I should still be able to do the members one as well. But yeah, now Francis says, "Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Jess. I haven't been doing a lot of collabs lately, so let's write a list of 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, Central Time. But if you're in New York time, is 4 p.m. I'll make sure I try to put a post up there just to remind people about your live stream, Melissa. Oh, okay, he is streaming tonight, and that's your answer, Francis. Uh, that's what Johnson says about it, Francis. Okay, and Jess, okay, you liked it as well. Okay. Francis says I saw that too, possibly at secretary. Oh, EJ secretary shot him. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little boggled by the episode. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I didn't hate it. I thought it was interesting. I was getting a little kind of annoyed with Leslie, if we're gonna be honest. 20 minutes of her goddamn monologue, and like, can you just get to the damn point already? Like, come on, girl, I had a long day. Let this thing you monologue like a damn DC villain. No, I didn't hate it, Jazz. I don't know. Leslie was just being, for me, she was kind of annoying me after a while. Like everything she was doing was just so extra and over the top. And I get it, it's a soap opera. It's supposed to be grandiose. But, I don't know. Yeah, Leslie was taking forever, but she was, yeah, no, no. I mean, like I said, I appreciate the grandiosa stuff. Um, just I mean, seriously, I'm watching this shit like 2 o'clock. I'm like, why do I feel like I need to sit down and take a drink just to finish getting throughout the rest of her damn scenes? Yeah, Jonathan. I so much fun. Well, yeah, I guess that could be ironic too. But for me personally, it was just like it's like you sat there and you assaulted him, but then you complimented him and you comforted him. Like, listen, you're not like your dad and everything like that. You're still my cool cousin and everything. Like, bro, 5 minutes ago, you just walked in here and punched him in the face because you couldn't be man enough to take care of your own child, and now you want to sit there and give him a rah 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 speech? Get the fuck out of here! Just as it was Ted acting, who was unwilling for me. He had no emotion, barely. And yeah, it's funny. Just even Martin had a bigger reaction. Ted was just like, "Yo, well, let's just do this. Let's just do this somewhere else. You're not supposed to be here, right?" Cole's like, do you know who this person is? Yeah, I'll explain later at the house. It's like whenever he does shit like that, I'm just like, bro, uh, I don't know. They need to do the same thing with Ashley and Derek. Both of them suck, and they need their recast. It was too common. He never been a good actor, but it was his time to really shine, and he failed miserably. See, the thing is, Alyssa, I think they need to give them more of a story, an interesting story, Alyssa. Because here's the thing: Derek and Ashley are boring. It doesn't matter if you have the greatest actors in the world with those two. If you don't give them a good story, it's not gonna matter. That's the truth of the matter. So yeah, if you want to sit there and change the, I mean, you want to sit there and talk about a list of actors that's bad. There's lists. There's lists. And you know what? Fuck it. I know some people are gonna sit there and be kind of pissy, but I'm gonna sit there and say this shit anyway. The actress that plays Catherine is a better actress than the girl who plays Chelsea. I also think that Kat is a better character than Chelsea. Even though Kat is annoying as shit, but she doesn't bore me. I'm not doing that, Ron. You do that. Yeah, fingers, type that shit out. Wing said, okay, now Wing said, just finished Beyond the Gates. I'm sorry, but Leslie is corny, cartoonish villain. Just as I actually think the girl on Beyond the Gates are better actors than most of the men. Ron, that's illegal. That's why it's not simple. It's illegal. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, he also sat there and he served no purpose. I'm saying, yeah, today I saw what y'all talking about. Ted's acting. Turtleneck Ted. Turtleneck Ted. Uh, I love Turtleneck Ted. He's so hilarious. But yeah. Huh. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, right. It's illegal. It's against the law. What's good, Duan? How you doing tonight? What is Queen Janet? I'm so late to the party. Beyond the Gate was fire today. Was effing fire, is what Janet said. Okay, she said fire. I just have to F down. Yeah. I always feel so divided sometimes with the chat. Because, for me, like, I love the Hope Killer story. I'm real good, Duan. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. I do, Wink. I do. I think that Mariah and Tess, their relationship is donezo. I think Tess and Daniel's going to be a new thing. I think the Mariah Tigers is going to lose their shit, and I'm going to laugh my ass off. Very true. Very true, Jonathan. I liked it. I liked it. I don't know. I liked it. But just you know how I roll. You know how I roll. But Jenna says Liam. I'm thinking he's going to be leaving. He lost. Yeah, that's something true. He did. He did actually lose a lot of weight. That I did. But the thing is, Shannon, maybe he did that for the role. He's sick and stuff like that. They got to make him look a little bit sick. So maybe in his weird way, it's like he lost some weight to sit there and kind of really play it up. Because the thing is, yeah, I know a lot of people sitting there saying he's going to leave the show. He's going to go back to being Dylan, and that's all possible. I mean, I'm not a fan of them just adding in another goddamn character, but you know, I'm cool with Bond. I'm gonna sit there and say that shit right now. I'm cool with Bond on this show. He says he's been looking a little, oh, kind of like Ariana Grande, right? I'm not gonna lie, Wink. I can't look at Ariana Grande anymore. Like it's it's just a little kind of sad looking at her at this point. I was a live stream with Cassie from BNB, lots of drama and sadness. He said, "Oh, who's live streaming? Who's live streaming, Janet?" Brings that Ariana look like the ghost of herself. Yeah, it's it's just weird. If you go back, you look at old photos. It's like night and day. I can't. Johnson says it's amazing. EJ isn't more enraged about the Titan Mayor takeover. Well, Jonathan, let me ask you a question. Do you think that he is turning over new leaf, or do you think that he's just faking it? Melissa says maybe they will save name and time, like they said. That's exactly what they're going to do, and it's going to be another shitty ass payoff that's not going to go anywhere. Jenna said Cassidy, the showrunner from B&B, had Catherine Kelly Lang on. Yes. Oh, okay. And Janet, this was on YouTube. I'm assuming it's on YouTube, but I just want to make sure now. Oh well, then that ends that, Francis. Shit. I'm just trying to see if he has a YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to try to find videos on YouTube. Okay. Blackmon, do you think you could do me a favor? Why is this so goddamn loud? Thank you, Janet. If you could send me the link to his channel on Instagram, that would definitely help out Blackmon. Because I feel like I'm gonna be sitting there trying to look for his shit all night, and I'm just gonna get annoyed. Oh shit! I didn't realize we actually had that many people in the chat. Francis, and thank you, Blackmon. Frank says, "Do you think Nina will let Tracy be framed for?" Hell yes. I mean, come on, Wink. It's Nina Reeves. Of course, this chick is gonna do that. Of course, she gonna do that. But Jess, if you're still in the chat, let me know what you think of Vaughn. I like Vaughn. Susan R. The show is called Bolt Live. He stopped airing it last year, and a lot of fans were bad mouth from being beat and saying, "What the what?" Oh, people. See, that's what I'm sitting there saying. You have a couple of nut jobs. What's good, Sean? Oh, okay. All right. I just found it. I'm gonna have to sit there and save it. Thank you. Mm, I know. I'm gonna sit there and try to watch this tomorrow when I'm on my way to the movies. Thank you, Susan. Sean says, "How come Adam is rarely on the show? Maybe he has lots of projects and stuff like that. You know. I mean, there's so many different reasons, Sean. It's really hard to pick, and it's only speculation. I know. I just saw it. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Black Mom. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, definitely. But I'm going to see it in the morning, so you know we definitely going to sit there and talk about it. Thank you, Black Mom. I just got it. We'll sit there and check out some of his other stuff. Nah, Susan, I appreciate that. Yeah, Melissa, it's been a hot minute since I seen you though. It's good to see you though again. Okay, basketball? Absolutely, Jonathan. Absolutely. Jonathan, let me tell you something. When it comes to this live action Marvel, I will always sit there. I don't care if I go broke. I will sit there and try to see every single live action Marvel movie. So damn right I'm going to sit there and see that, Jonathan. without a doubt. Have a great weekend, Francis. It was great to see you. Absolutely, Jonathan. Without a goddamn doubt. Jen says, "Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did." Jen, let me tell you something. That woman, that that woman got body karate. Okay, we're not gonna. Well, I'll be the judge of that, Sean. But I like breaking the rule. So, but yeah, that woman knows how to fill out a dress. Oh, you didn't? Oh, shit, Jonathan. I mean, come on. But I get it though. That's why I said. That's why I said. So I was like, yo, that woman. It made those scenes a lot more tolerable. I'll tell you that much. 20 minutes. I was like, God damn, this woman is annoying as shit, but also look hot as shit. So I guess I'll just sit here and shut up and be a good boy about it. But damn, girl, you too, Jay Blue. You have a great weekend, and it was really great to catch up to you. Catch up with you. And listen, that comment is for you. I know, Sean. I saw her in Hawkeye and Jonathan. What's the name of that show? Hawkeye and Barry says, why didn't they call security on Leslie? That's a good question. Unless I want to say what's up to Barry, it was just called Hawkeye. Yeah, I saw it on Hawkeye. Thank you, Jonathan. It was just called Hawkeye. Oh, thank you, Darby. It was good, Darby. Yeah, yeah. She just walked. She just walked on in. I was like, yo, oh, thank you, Ron. Ron says Jay Blue and Alyssa. Albert Bostic has a problem with the actress that's playing Sheila and Steffi being friends off camera, and he can't separate fictional characters from real people. Wow, you just throw all my shit out there on Front Street, aren't you? It's good to see you, Darby. And Rosemary asks, "How are you doing tonight?" Yeah, it was good, Darby. Damn, I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Uh, Who says working most of your chats this week? No, it was good to see you. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't remember most of the stuff that wound up happening, but I do remember a lot of people that was here, and I was like, I don't remember if you were here. Yeah, that's why I figured it was your first time. That's why, I told everyone to say it was from Memphis. Okay, Memphis, Tennessee. That's what's up. naturally used. But like I said, Beyond the Gates was. Uh, I'm glad. You know what? Here's the thing, and it's amazing that Tommy's not here, but I guess he had to work out. Now, Wink said, "Did you expect a bigger reaction from Nicole?" I did. Was kind of disappointed. Yes and no, because she's always seemed like she's been in control. So maybe this is her yelling and freaking out in a sense. No, because yeah, you kind of want a bigger reaction, but no, Alyssa, he actually tell you the truth, he likes Beyond the Gates better than Young and the Restless. Yeah, no, Beyond the Gates is better than Young and the Restless than that. Toby says sleeping right now, just waking up from a three-piece chicken coma. Oh, okay, yeah, I had a rotisserie chicken earlier. I ate the whole thing, and then my dad called me a glutton and a bunch of other names. I don't know, Ron. Oh, I don't blame you, Barry. I don't like doing commercials. I'm just the only person who seemed to have the right to be the right level. Exactly. When he is like he just decided to be more upset for Nicole because Nicole wasn't giving that energy. You're feeding the family of four. I don't know. I think my dad just essentially calls me fatty. He did sit there and say that one time. He was like, if you eat enough of those rotisserie chickens, you're gonna have to sit there and I don't know, carry me out with a crane or something. Which actually sounds pretty awful for him to say that, but yes. Listen, while I think they're both equally good, Beyond the Gates has better fashion, Wine has better acting. Yeah, like I said, I was surprised. I would have done a review on Beyond the Gates, but I was just running behind. But I think I don't know. I think I may sit there and pick a week where I my second video is either be Young and the Restless or Beyond the Gates or Days and just kind of do it like that. Brings that the payoff wasn't worth the build up. And Barry says Ted should have came clean. His Martin has his nerve with his secret keeping ass. Does he okay? Does he even okay? And that's another thing. Does he even remember what his secret is? Does he even know what it is? And thank you, Barry. Barry says my wife and I watch it over a catfish platter. Oh, that sounds yummy. Thank you, Barry. That sounds yummy as shit. I think I've had catfish like one time in my life. That was years ago. Oh wow! So those are my two options, Ron. Either man up or sign over the rights. Yeah, Ron, you're so tough. Tracy, fried snapper. I never had that either. That's like a whole new world to me. Barry says my wife thinks Vanessa is pregnant by the gym boy. Yeah, they were talking today, and it seemed like they had this. Darby says, "Miss you on the end or chat one." But no, I was there. Yeah, I was there. I was watching you and like three other people. I hope you was able to sit there and get in your question in a sea of like maybe four people watching. Okay, I'll stop being mean now. I'll stop being mean. Fried oysters are good as well. Sounds like wizardry. Sounds like magic. I mean, it probably sounds yeah, it sounds good. I've never had it. And happy Friday, Francis. Happy Friday. I don't know. Like I said, I watched that one episode, and already I was like, I don't know who this. I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but he just comes across as a fucking loser. And I heard it's gotten better, but ever since I wasn't there, I was at work for the Jabal last year, and I could only see the repeat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I caught it a little bit. Was it was something. But Darby, you gonna go see fuck, what's the name of that damn movie? I can't remember shit right now. Jonathan, what's the name of the new movie that's what's the name of the new movie that's coming out? Thank you, Becky D. Albert, you have gained like 200 pounds to require removal. I'm just saying, according to my dad, he constantly sent there like fat shaming me or something. But thank you, Becky D. I appreciate that. Hey, seriously, he keeps me just saying that if I eat too much, I'm just gonna blow up like a goddamn balloon. Darby, you gonna sit there and see Thunderbolts? Oh, never mind. Thunderbolts. I was asking Darby, is he gonna go see Thunderbolts? Barry says I'm getting bored with Ashley and Fire Marshal Bill. Oh shit! If you don't know who Fire Marshal Bill is, just look up in Living Color. Tracy says you're not fat, Albert. Your dad is. Yeah, no, my dad is funny. He's funny. He's just Uh, Barry says Lisa is definitely a villain. So you don't think that she's a victim, huh? Okay. Now my dad is funny. I will this Tuesday. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see it tomorrow, Darby. See, exactly, and it's so good to see you, Queen Becky D. And again, thank you so much again. But see, that's the thing though, Barry. Like old school people is gonna know what you're talking about. Old school people is gonna know what you're talking about. Darby says no. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Darby. No spoilers on Thunderbolts until next Saturday, which is fine. Because if I didn't see it tomorrow, I was gonna definitely sit there and see it either Wednesday or Tuesday. That's the thing though, Barry. Like she got, and that's yeah, she got lied to by her mother. Basically, Smith is saying that like, yeah, Ted knew he didn't give a shit about her. He didn't give a shit about Eva, and that's the thing that's just so messed up, right? it changed my perspective a little bit because I was like, well, you could have sat there and you could have told. Um, Wing says best time to see the movie is during the week, during matinees. All the annoying people are work. Yes. Well, yeah. Also, like the teenage crowd is like the worst fucking crowd. But I'm gonna be honest, Mike. I'm in a the movie theater I'm going to is very bougie, so like I don't have to worry about that. But yes, I do know what you're talking about. Ron says, Albert, you didn't mention Luna going to find Ben in the previews. Only you talked about Daphne. So, well, yeah. I mean, I didn't talk about the previews because I mean I was talking about the review. But I do appreciate you watching, though, Ron. Yes, that's true. That's true. She's gonna go and sit there and see her daddy. Ben is gonna act like a scared little boy. Oh my God, you can't be here. Steffi's gonna sit there and be so upset with me. Like, I mean, I know. Well, yeah, of course, Barry. Matinees are definitely cheaper. I love the matinees. Wing says, "Yo, did you see all the theaters destroyed by the teenagers who saw?" No, I did not. I didn't hear about that shit. Hold on, let me. Okay, why the fuck is this taking so long? No, you. This is so goddamn. They would purposely trash Nick. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't hear that about the news or anything. Dominic is out hitting his own phase of life and avoiding the kids. Yeah, I listen. Yeah, exactly. I listen. How much money movies cost these days to go in there to sit through? Bro, we got to sit through 30 minutes of commercials and previews just to watch the movie. I'm not sitting there having my time fucked up by some rowdy ass teenagers. I'm good. Kobe says I go to the theaters with the recliner chairs. Those chairs knock me out. So, I mean, if you're sleeping, then that kind of defeats the purpose of the movie. But okay, no appreciation for what they got. Yeah, I can't deal with that. And that's the thing. That's the reason why sometimes I don't like going to the movie. It has to be a movie like I really want to go and see because you got people that want to talk. You got people that just go there to hang out, and it's just like it says it's so relaxing. Bro, how much money? But how much money you? Okay, okay. All right. I don't know. I can go there to sleep. I can go there and then like have my ass fall asleep. Like that's just okay. Max says I used to do matinees at the fancy theaters and day drink. I love an empty theater. Yeah, I went to empty theaters sometimes. But to be fair, when I went to empty theaters, it was probably because no one liked the movie that I liked. So oh, I do too, Darby. I do too. Um, but usually during the week, I go in the mornings, and it's always cheaper in the morning, no matter what day it is. Um, because I have two. I have an AMC, and then I have a Regal theater. So, but if you go early in the morning, it doesn't really matter. And the thing is, I was going to see it on Sunday, but Sunday I can't. Also, I mean, if I have time, I'll sit there and do a, a spoiler-free review on it, but Becky says I usually wait until they stream or it comes out on DVD. No, I don't blame you, Becky. I don't blame you. Going to the movies can be kind of a nightmare because the movies are overpriced, in my opinion. Don't even think about going to the concession stand. And then you gotta sit there and again sit through 30. If these movies are like about like 2.5 hours long, you're in the theaters for 3 hours. So like even on a weekday, when I'm doing reviews and watching all five of the soap operas, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be streaming that because that's already taking up the majority of my day. So it's Joey says I just want to relax, Albert. I can always get the DVD 2 months later. Gracie is awesome. But Darby, you're paying to go to them. Okay, so essentially you're paying to sleep. Like that's, I mean, but that's, I'm not, Darby. I'm not trying to like, whatever. I'm just saying like you are paying to go to the theater to sleep. Well, it says you end up spending a half an hour. You checked at the theaters. Vicky says when that's when I carry a big purse or all the. Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like, you went to the movies, you slept through most of it, and then you're like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna like watch the movie later on. Like, I just slept at home. Barry says the threesome plot is getting juicy. I can hardly wait for that to develop. Hopefully, it does. Barry says, get your book bag, Albert, and go to Family Dollar and buy soda popcorn. Oh yeah. That's the thing, Gabby. I usually don't. I think the only time I actually got like candy was Endgame, and the other one that came up before Endgame, Infinity War and Endgame. Those are the only time I actually did it. Barry says one of smaller theaters serves cocktails. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, yeah, mine's does that too. Like they have alcohol there and stuff like that. And I'm kind of just like, I mean, I get it. It's good for the movie theater, but I'm also just like, why are we serving drinks again? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just odd to me. Like, if I want to go to a bar and drink, I'll just go to a bar and drink. If I want to go to a theater, then I'll just go to a theater. It's like, why are we like, Becky? A hot dog is like $10. Seriously, a hot dog is like 10. Yo, they sat there and said this shit was like $10. Like, yo, you, what's your goddamn mind? Wink says Endgame was like 3 hours. We snuck in wings and things. You know what's really funny, Wink? So yeah, Endgame was 3 hours. The commercials, the trailers was a half an hour, give or take. So that means that we essentially stayed in the theaters for nearly 4 hours. That's 4 hours of my goddamn day. Tomax says, "What? How you don't get the signature cocktail? Don't. I don't actually drink anything in the theaters. Because I'm always just like, I don't want to sit there and start drinking stuff, and then like I have to sit there and use the restroom. Then I'm gonna like miss the movie, and the movie's already it's gonna be long in general. So I'm just like, no, I'm good. I won't drink anything that day before I go to the theater. I think the last time I did something like that, I think I saw what was the Batman with Two Face? Um, the Christian Bale one, and that movie was long as. Let me say it was an event worth it though. And game was. Oh yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like when you pile up the hours. But no, I would do it all over again. There says you can get a roast beef and no, I agree with that 100%. Like I would listen if I was bored one day and I didn't have anything else to watch, I would sit there and rewatch that again. I don't normally rewatch movies, but you know. Oh no, I meant the Christian Bale one, Starby. Um, Dark Knight. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Dark Knight. Like that movie was long, and like I guess I'm gonna have to sit there and miss some stuff, you know. But you got to remember though something though, Becky. They don't like the movie theaters don't really make money off of the tickets. They make money off of the concession stands. So like the concession stands, the you know if they're serving like alcohol and stuff like all that stuff. That's where they make their money. They don't really make any money off of the tickets. That's why a lot of theaters have been closing. Um, People are not going to spend no 10, $16 on no damn food. Like those motherfuckers have lost their goddamn minds. But yeah, they make money off of the concessions. Versus I saw Purple Rain in the 80s at theaters in West. I sat in the parking lot and smoked a J. Haven't seen the movie since. Yeah, I can't actually think of mother, right? No, I think you're right. Yeah, none of them stick to my mind. And usually I can sit there and remember I check, but I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, Darby. I could have swore I read it. I could have swore I read Klondike Bar. I don't know why, but I could have swore I read Klondike Bar. Barry says, "What's your favorite Batman?" Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, hands down, Barry. But oddly, my second favorite Batman would probably have to be uh, Ben Affleck. Ben, second would be Ben Affleck. Of course, Michael Keaton would be the first, hands down. Don't ask me about the Superman one because that's going to be fucking controversial. And no, it's not Christopher Reeve. I mean, he's up there. He's up there, but he ain't the best for me though. Not the best for me. I'll sit there and say that. I don't, and I think about I don't knock people who like Christopher Reeve. I just don't like what I don't like is when somebody says somebody else other than Christopher Reeve, and people start bashing that person. You know, like that's what annoys me. It's like, bro. mean, I get that, Darby, but like, I don't knock his work. I just don't, I think that other people have done a better job, in my personal opinion. Have a good night, Tanya. That is correct, Mundo, Jonathan. Okay, Barry, I'll sit there and say it. It's Tyler Posey, and then Henry Cavill is my second. Oh, and then actually, I'll sit there and say Dean Cain is probably my third. Yeah, Christopher would actually be my fourth. Yeah, Tyler P, Henry Cavill, Dean Cain, and then Christopher Reeve. That is like blasphemy. Did you like Morgan Freeman's Alfred? I don't think he actually played Alfred. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. No, Tyler H. I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce his last name. Thank you. Oakland. Jesus Christ, he has a hard last name. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, he was Lucius Fox. Yes. I didn't even like that version of Alfred. Actually, I found him to be pretty annoying. To be honest, but I did like the Alfred from Gotham, the show on Fox. Um, oh, Heckler. I don't feel like it was. Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, he's my favorite Superman, which is really odd because I didn't expect that from him. But I like when that Superman daughter. Thank you, Jonathan. I had a feeling I was not there saying his name right, but all right. I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here, but I will be back on tomorrow for members, and then Sunday is going to be a GH. Is going to be a GH live stream. So it's just going to be GH. It's going to be me and Dion's corner, and hopefully I have enough time and everything, and do a members one right after. But thank you everyone for joining me tonight. This is a lot of fun as always. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Have a night, Blackmon. Have a night, Queen Becky D. Have a night, Queen Janet. Have a night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Alyssa. It was great to. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. And I hope we get to sit there and see you in the next one. Have a good night, Rosemary. It was great to see you. And you have a great weekend. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soap Chat with Apple Bostic. Johnson says, good night, everyone. Hit the like button. Yes, hit that like button on the way out because it really does help. Darby says Christopher was my favorite because she was my first author, but there was a lot of good. Yeah, no, I get that, and I don't knock that. I don't even knock that, Darby. Like he was my first too. You know, he was my first too. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. I'm glad you had a great time, and you know, I'll be live streaming 5 days a week, 5 to 7 days. So I hope I get to see you again. Like Johnson says, hit the like button on the way out. Also share the videos because that has been really helping the channel. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next stream. Laters.